Want to learn some psychology? Tough, you're going to. Want to learn some nerdy psychology? All right. There's an amazing paper, there's an amazing model called the Adaptive Calibration Model. And it's this idea that humans are highly, highly adaptable to their environment. We are so adaptable that we have this predict-adapt mechanism, which means when you're little, you encode the environment and you go down a trajectory that makes you highly adapted to that environment. If you're born in the desert, first figure out you're in the desert, then adapt to living in the desert. Makes sense. If you're born in a high-stress world, low-resource, high-stress world, figure that out lickety-split and adapt down a trajectory that makes you most adapted to that world. And one of the best examples of this is my favorite TV show, The Walking Dead. You have kids who are pre-zombie apocalypse, right? And they struggle. They don't have their meal times anymore. There's no school. In fact, you can't trust people. And they're all raised to be pro-social in nature, to trust people. They were raised in a world where trust was important. Now, that might get you caught by the zombies. And then you have your post-zombie apocalypse kids, and those kids are well adapted to the zombie world, and you're not catching them trusting the wrong person. They are highly adapted to their environment. But what you see is something we call environmental mismatch. You had kids who were adapting down a trajectory, and then the environment changed, and now they're not that well adapted to the new environment, and they struggle. In terms of mental health, in terms of people who struggle, this is why psychologists, we love talking about your childhood and those fun teenage years. Because we're trying to see what conditions did you have to adapt to. And now that you're all grown up and you're out the psychological cage, if you will, the environment has changed by virtue of growing up, what stuff have you adapted to, and where can we change some stuff that no longer suits your purpose? Because we're very good at adapting during our early years and our early teenage years, and we've still got plenty of scope for change as adults. But it is a little bit trickier because we don't always see the operating manual that we go off, because all of it was getting programmed whenever we were little growing up. The Adaptive Calibration Model, super nerdy, but I have to say it's one of the best papers I've ever read. Just something to think about. Okay, bye.